Hello. My name is Jessie and today we're making beef turnover, or you could call it meat pie. And this dish is perfect for lunch when you work from home. For the ingredients, you would need a very small onion and half a potato and 1 pound of ground beef and 6 pieces of pastry sheets. These are 5 by 5 sheets. If you have the bigger one, you can just cut them. Let's get started. First, we're gonna marinate the beef, and I also have a damp cloth on top of the pastry sheet just so it won't dry out while it's being defrosted. For the beef, we would need half a tablespoon of steak seasoning, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Now we just mix it together. Now the beef is done, we're gonna start cooking it. Half a tablespoon of oil, and we're gonna add in the onion. Let the temperature bring up so it can infuse the onion into the oil. When you can see the onion start to melt down, you're gonna add in the beef. I'm gonna spread it out as much as possible so the meat can come in contact with the pan and sear. Alright, now that it's seared, I'm gonna start to break it as small as possible. When the meat is about 70% done, I'm gonna add in the potato. Make sure we cut the potato very small so it would cook quickly and it would fit in the pie better. You could add peas in here as well if you have some at home. I just choose to keep it simple today. I'm going to give the potato a taste to see if it's cooked. Almost there. And it doesn't have to be fully cooked because it will continue to cook in the oven. But, oh, it's soaked in all the beef flavor. It's so good. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the heat and transfer it in a bowl. And this is optional, but if you want it a bit spicy, you can add a pinch of pepper flakes. Okay, I'm just going to mix it up. While it's still hot, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of butter in to amp up the flavor. Let this cool down, and while it's cooling down, we're gonna work on the pastry sheets. Alright, we're gonna roll out the pastry sheet. I usually like to roll it out a bit thinner so it's easier to fold later. I always have a damp cloth on top to keep it from being dried out. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the pastry sheets. Let me flour my working surface really quick. This is just all-purpose flour. I focus a little bit more on the edges, so when we fold it together, it won't be too thick. So we started out at 5 by 5. Let's see what it is now. Right now it's about 7-ish. Now let me pull this out a little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so that's 1. I'm making 6 of these, so it would be like 3 for each of us for lunch, and this is like the perfect amount for whenever we work from home and we need lunch. Usually between meetings, I would just run out, pop it in the air fryer, and go back in for like 10 minutes when it's all warm, and I eat 2. And then the third one I save for afternoon, and it's like so perfect. You could make more than 6 and freeze it, but I'm just gonna make 6 today. While I'm doing this, I have the oven preheated to 425 Fahrenheit. I always have these pastry sheets in the freezer. They're so convenient to make pretty much everything or anything. I made chicken pot pies out of it, dishes, and now meat pies. Okay, now that we have all 6 rolls out, I also have a little bowl of water here, a lined up baking sheet, and this one is a 1/4 cup. I'm trying to do 1/4 cup for each. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's all gonna go now. Bellies. I'm planning to fold it halfway like this, so it's gonna stay right here. Let's see how accurate I am. Alright. That's good enough, right? Okay. Some water. And then we're just gonna fold it together. And with the magic of a fork, we're gonna seal it. Okay, and one is done. I already sprayed this with some avocado oil just so it won't stick. Make sure you space them out so they have room to puff up. Now I'm gonna make some slits so the steam can escape while we're cooking it. Just 3 dots. Let's make the egg wash. Now into the preheated oven at 425 for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna make the most amazing sauce to go with this. You will need 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of relish, 1 tablespoon of ketchup. And now we just mix it together. Wow, look at that. It would go so well with our meat pie. Wow, look at these guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Now it's your turn to make some for your lunch. If you like what you see, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.